Hello. Alright, strap in because this one's going to be a long one. As the title would suggest, we are customizing gift wrap or like gift wrap boxes for the holidays. Starting off easy with dyeing tissue paper and making your own stickers to actually personalize it. This DIY I actually did a while ago. If you've been here for a bit, you may remember my KRABBY Patty trinket box that I made someone, and this is the gift wrap that I put it in. I have some previously used white tissue paper. It was already a little crumpled, but for this I wanted mine to be because I was going for like a lettuce look kind of, but you could definitely just pull on it and like kind of flatten it down to make it look less crumpled, or just buy new if you want. I prefer to use what I have. If you are planning on just adding the tissue paper on the top of a present to kind of conceal what it is, that's what most people do. This doesn't need to happen. You can simply start off with the first real step, which is using the main event, alcohol ink. I used a very vivid light green that I thought matched Patrick's shorts very well. You can simply just use the ink as is, or if you want to make it go further or dilute the color so it's not as strong, you can add alcohol into it and mix it up. And feel free to mix inks and whatnot to get your very own personalized color. Maybe their favorite color or something, or do a green and a red. I'm not sure how maybe like a silver would work for this, but I assume it would. I placed mine in a spray bottle so I could disperse it not only with my hands, and then I started spraying that on. I did put latex gloves on because this can get really messy in alcohol ink. Once it dries down, it only comes off with alcohol because I wanted to scrunch it up a little bit to get, again, the lettuce look. I folded it in on itself and pressed down to allow the ink to go through multiple layers at once, and waiting for that to dry a handful of minutes and began slowly taking the layers apart from one another. I'll say this again. If you're just adding this on top of the present instead of actually wrapping it around the present like I am, you don't have to go through all of these extra steps that I did. This would work just spraying it onto the tissue paper and leaving it to dry. Once I did get that look that I wanted it at, I searched for a PNG of the flower on his shorts, literally Patrick Star shorts, flower, PNG. Took a screenshot of the color and printed it out onto sticker paper. And then used one of the images that had come up as the size that I wanted these to be, and a piece of regular paper over top my screen with a very light hand and a pencil to trace it. Then cut that out. And use it as a template over top of the sticker paper that I just printed out, being sure to place it on the back and trace out the outline. That way nothing shows through on the front. Then cut out all the pieces of the flower stickers. There's that aforementioned KRABBY Patty. As I wrap the KRABBY Patty, I use these stickers to both enclose the wrapping around the present and just add them around as I saw fit. Why does that look so phallic? The next is the most simplistic way of doing this, but we're going to be making a gingerbread house gift bag. Starting off with a brown bag, this is simple and cute gift container to even just make with your kids for the holidays if you want, and just using a white acrylic paint in an acrylic medium mixture so that it has a little bit more pliability to it. But if you wanted to go a step further or full out, you could even make this a 3D effect using either 3D paints or fabric paint, and even use multiple colors. So I'm cutting the top edges first to make it look more like a house shape, and then going to town with my paintbrush, painting on a door, trees, even icicles dripping from the top of the bag, windows, and even a wreath above the door. This one does work best if you add in the items that are like square or rectangle to keep the shape going. As for the next one though, the last being the biggest change and the most time consuming, and that is these multiple tiered faux cake gift boxes. But I've started out with different boxes. These are all from the dollar store. I would prefer it if they were all like a familiar color, or like familiar, like the same color in the same family. But I made it work. I'm doing multiple shapes being square and circle, and multiple tiered cakes. The main thing to note when buying boxes for these, or if you already have boxes on hand searching for them, is that each tier needs to be smaller or bigger than the one above or below it. And because they aren't the colors I want them to be, I'll be painting them. First, I need to sand them down a little bit so the primer or the paint sticks better. Wipe the surface clean from residue and then apply a white paint, or you can use a primer for this. and let that dry down. Once that was dry to the touch, I laid my painting cloth down and used a spray paint on each, painting the circle boxes kind of a lilac. The spray did take a little bit weird to them, which I've never had happen, but it kind of looked cool and the decorations covered up mostly anyways, but I digress. And then doing the same with the square boxes. But doing them a deep pink. Oh my god. Almost had it perfect. Now it's time for the decorations. You could definitely buy a bunch of new stuff for this from maybe Walmart, Amazon, or the craft store. I decided to use this as an opportunity to use what I had in my craft stash for the most part. These necklaces, which I actually hadn't realized until I took them off the cardboard that they were wrapped in, that there were multiple, but here we are. I laid these out and sprayed them in off-white. Allowed them ample time to dry, peeled them off. And then flip them. I did this a few times until they were pretty much entirely coated. As well as breaking the connection points so they were no longer a necklace. And then I also had this black, like, wiggly, squiggly looking trim, which I wanted to use because of the design, but I didn't want them to be black. I laid them out just like I had with the necklaces, and first attempted to paint them with an actual fabric paint, but that didn't work, so I custom made my own with the same mixture I'd used on the gingerbread bag. Okay, yeah, so much better. Alright. Which was acrylic paint and an acrylic medium. I had a thick layer onto each so that when it dried down it was just ready to go, using a red and eventually a purple as well. I started adding the decorations. I also had a bunch of tulle in my stash, both from costumes, like a bride costume that I cut down, which is why the edges are so terrible. I've seen these kind of things being done before from creators like JUAN, MARQUEZ, I believe is how you say his name. So if mine doesn't fit your fancy, you can definitely watch other videos that may inspire something more your style. It started out as like a gift wrap option, meaning they would wrap the gifts in wrapping paper and then simply paint over top and then add some decorations along the way. But I had seen some people had said that they wanted a more permanent option and a little bit less wasteful, right? Because once you open it up, you're done with the gift wrap. This is that option. And some lace trim, which one was white, which I like, so I used that all up. And then one was a very light blue, which I simply spray painted with a white spray paint. And it worked out well enough. Some of the edge pieces I placed flat. Some of them I kind of pinched together and placed them over themselves to create, again, variation. More visual interest if I even needed some at this point. I also had this very fluffy yarn that I added on top and along the edges. Now that the necklace had dried, I'm gluing that down onto the sides to emulate frosting. I mean, technically all of these decorations are basically just acting as frosting, but I feel like this one really takes the cake, you know? But as you can see, I did use a pencil to kind of map out approximately where I wanted the, let's call them beads on a string, I guess at this point, where I wanted those ones to go. And then I put hot glue over that. I put about 3 on each side of the squares. This definitely helped in the long run because it got a little bit confusing before I tried that. As well as adding the squiggly trim to the bottom, obviously the red one on the pink cake box, the purple one actually on the purple cake box. I did trim some of these tool pieces back, and with the pieces I trimmed back, I either put them back in my stash of scraps, or I used them as fake little dollops of whipped cream on top, where I like kind of put them all whipped together and then added hot glue, which is how I put everything on here, and then kind of like push them into the hot glue. Some of these I also added fake cherries to, which I actually already had in my craft stash as well, surprisingly enough. I mostly added those to the corners, and then added even more to it as I used pliers to bend the stems into hearts. I'm looking for the third box everywhere, and it's literally right here, but because it's the same color as the boxes around it, I didn't see it. Even went as far as to stack the decorations, adding the yarn along some of the edges and then the squiggly trim over top. We're adding the yarn around the edges and the squiggly trim inside of that, kind of. And then the fake dollops of tulle and whipped cream on top. There you have it. Some super easy and a little bit more advanced ways to do some custom gift wrapping. And also dig into your abundance of a craft stash while you do it. That is it for today's video, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.